Darius. Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. We are now on the 4th video for the Iron and Blood Warriors of Ravenloft video game conversion series. And today we are looking at the edgelord of the heroes, Darius, the Gladiator. And why do I call him an edgelord? Well, he has a stereotypical background that edgelords like to have. He was sold into slavery, he fought in gladiatorial tournaments, and eventually broke out when the gladiator arena he was enslaved to was raided by orcs. So yeah, now he's free. And then he joined the party, slew the Black Dragon, and is now trapped in Ravenloft. Fun stuff. And yet he's not a rogue. It amuses me. Some of these details in these characters just make you think of what was going on during the time of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into this build, starting things off with our stats using the points buy system. Strength is going to be our highest stat at a 15. Dexterity, Constitution, and Charisma are going to be 13 each, with Intelligence being our lowest stat at the moment at a 9, and Wisdom at a 10. This will change as we pick our race, which, a surprise to no one, is going to be human. This will increase each of our stats by 1 point, and giving us the size of medium, speed of 30 feet, and the languages of common and one of our choice. Whichever one you think will fit for your character, go ahead and pick. Either way, you're still going to have one of the 3 other languages that fit your party. Elven, Dwarf, or, as we're going to see in one of our next builds, Halfling. Whichever one you choose, go for it. Next is our background. Like I said, he is a gladiator. This will give us proficiency in acrobatics and performance. We'll get proficiency in the disguise kit and 1 musical instrument of our choice. We get the feature by popular demand and an optional feat. I recommend the feat Tough. Now, what class are we picking? I was originally going to go Fighter, as it was either Tasha's or Xanathar's that gave us options for building a gladiator-style character using the Battlemaster Fighter. However, just like with the other characters in this series, Darius throws a wrench into my plans. How? With his magic powers. His arcane power, his special move. When he uses it, he takes up the heroic stance. While in this stance, he is immune to the prone condition. I don't know if you know this, but no such ability exists. Now, technically you could take up the Artificer and grab the arcane armor, which allows you to become immune to the prone condition. But that would be the only thing that Darius matches with, is that armor. And it's not his armor that's magical, it is his trident. So we need something that will fit this condition, which is nothing. But we can get pretty close. And the way to start that journey is to go into Paladin. Our hit dice is going to be 1d10. Starting hit points is going to be 10 plus our Constitution modifier, plus the tough feat, which is 2 more hit points, which I forgot to add here. At higher levels, not only does tough give you 2 more hit points per level after the first, but you also get 1d10 plus your Constitution modifier per paladin level after the first. For your proficiencies, you are proficient in all armor and shields, simple and martial weapons, the saving throws of wisdom and charisma, and 2 more skills. We'll go with athletics and intimidation. You also get divine sense and lay on hands. Going on to level 2. For our fighting style, we're going to go with unarmed fighting. Mostly for the fact that it's fun for a gladiator to be able to duke it out with just their fists after they lose access to their weapons, but you also get access to the ability to grapple your target. So it makes sense to go that route. We also get access to spell casting using our charisma modifier, and we also get divine smite. Going on to level 3, we get access to divine health, harness divine power, and the sacred oath that is going to help give us our resistance to the prone condition. The Oath of Glory. We get access to the oath spells of Guiding Bolt and Heroism, along with Channel Divinity of Peerless Athlete and Inspiring Smite. These actually work well for Darius, as he, while is a slave to the arena, he actually kind of enjoyed his time there and actually sought to win. Not just because he needed to win in order to live, but he actually loved the attention. He loved the glory it gave him. Moving on to level 4, we're going to go with the feat of Human Determination found in the Unearthed Arcana. This is going to give us an increase to our wisdom modifier by 1, our wisdom score by 1 point, making it a 12. We are also going to get the following effect. When you make an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw, you can do so with advantage. Once you use this ability, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Perfectly fine. Very good to have an advantage on a saving throw, which we're going to be needing, especially if we want to save against the prone condition. Moving on to level 5, we get access to extra attack and 2 more oath spells, enhanced ability and magic weapon. At level 6, we get the Aura of Protection, and at level 7, we get Aura of Alacrity. Level 8, we're going to go with another feat. We're going to go with Resilience, because the most common type of saving throw versus the prone condition is strength saving throws, and paladins only have access to wisdom and charisma saving throws. So we're going to go ahead and increase our strength by 1 point and get proficiency in strength saving throws, thanks to the resilient feat. So now we have proficiency, and thanks to Human Determination, we are able to use advantage once per short or long rest. So yeah, that's going to be useful. Moving on to level 9, our oath spells are going to be Haste and Protection from Energy. At level 10, we get access to Aura of Courage. At level 11, we get Improved Divine Smite. At level 12, go ahead and increase your strength by 2 points. At level 13, we get the oath spells of Compulsion and Freedom of Movement. At level 14, we get access to Cleansing Touch. Level 15, Glorious Defense is our next ability. At level 16, go ahead and increase your Charisma by 2 points. Level 17 is going to give us the oath spells of Commune and Flame Strike. Level 18 gives us aura improvements. And at level 19, we're going with the feat of Athlete. This will increase our strength by 1 more point. And this might end up being rare, but if we do end up becoming prone, standing up only uses 5 feet of movement. Climbing doesn't cost any extra movement, and when we make a running long jump or a running high jump after moving only 5 feet, rather than 10 feet. So that's useful. And finally, level 20, we get access to the Living Legend, which is where we're going to be able to finally have something resembling an immunity to the prone condition. At level 20, we empower ourselves with the legends, whether true or exaggerated, of your great deeds, which would be our immunity to the prone condition. As a bonus action, you gain 1 of the following benefits. Well, actually, you gain all 3 of these benefits. But the most important one is that third one. If you fail a saving throw, you can use one of your reactions to re-roll it. You must use the new roll. Pretty useful. It's the closest thing we have to immunity to the prone condition. So there we go. How did you enjoy Darius? Oh, wait, almost forgot. This might be the end of the build, but not the end of the video. We did pick Paladin. That means we get access to spells. For your spells, I recommend the following. First level, Bless, Command, Cure Wounds, and Heroism. Heroism's one of our oath spells, I just remembered. So we're going to have to switch that out with something else. For second level, we have Aid, Lesser Restoration, and Prayer of Healing. Third level, Aura of Vitality, Revivify, and Spirit Shroud. At fourth level, we have Death Ward and Staggering Smite. And fifth level, Circle of Power. And there we go. That is all for today's video. Let me know what you think of Darius in the comment section down below, and let me know who your favorite hero is from Iron and Blood, Warriors of Ravenloft. I'll see you again next time when I am online.